Hello, this is Doug with Day Trader Insights, where we do bite-sized videos to help you up your trading game. Today's trading was centered around one stock, NNOX. I noticed it moving up at open. Public float or the stock float was 69.1 million. Along with that, it had 10.13 million shares sold short, which is roughly 14.6% short interest. That's pretty high if you take consider that and all. And anyways, I guess yesterday what happened was there was a basically earnings release. They'd reported minus 16 cents per share, which beat minus 20 cents per share, which was absolutely horrible. Was not a great amount or anything like that, or a great beat. So really, if we look at what happened yesterday, it just dropped like a rock. So today, I guess, I don't know, pity or what have you, ended up bringing it back up. I did look back on the 1 week. I couldn't really find a lot of support and resistance when this thing's initially started taking off. I found one resistance up above on the weekly. If you look at the daily, really not much there either. So what I did, I just watched this and then it started consolidating. And it started consolidating really tightly, which can be well, I'd like to say it could be a good sign, but it could be a bad sign too, because it could also go down. So I marked the support resistance right around this consolidation here. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see this. But what ends up happening is it pulls down, it hits the nine, pulls back up, pulls down again, it hits the nine. And right here, as it started pulling above this tight consolidation area, I actually bought right here. Now, one problem with this is there was not a lot of volume on this bar. So probably not the best place, quite honestly. Maybe after a little bit more consolidation, maybe this would have been better here because it was breaking above the highs and all. But with this consolidation, I felt still pretty confident because of the fact that it went down, hit the nine, pulled back, gets to the nine again right here and here, and then shoots up from there. All right. So then pulls back to the nine again, roughly. Could be the 10. If we swap that out for the 10, maybe that'd work a little bit better on this. I generally use the nine on that. So, anyways, pulled up, then it slid sideways again, pulls up, pulls up, and then finally you get this nice big volume bar, pulls all the way up here to 114. And I was like, yes, it's going to go. And then it pulled back down on that heavy volume, and I ended up selling out at 109. Now, fun part is, of course, on the next bar, it goes up to 120. It's no big deal or anything like that. I do think that uh, overall the trade was okay. I ended up making, I think, 4 or 5% on it. Not bad. Maybe starting next week, I start upping my share levels a little bit more. One thing about this was the catalyst was absolutely terrible. I think I need to be a little bit more careful on that. I should have looked for maybe another stock with a better catalyst, but the short interest with it popping back up, along with it consolidating, bouncing off the 90 EMA were good signs for me to still hang on after I originally bought. If it had broken down below and stayed below that support, I would have gotten out. But overall, not a bad trade, not great. But look, guys, there's always going to be room to improve, to do better on trades. No trade is going to be perfect. Everyone would love to buy at the perfect price and sell at the perfect price and get the most profitability. It just doesn't work that way. You're always going to lose a little bit, whether it's on the buy, sell, sometimes even both. And sometimes trades just don't work out. I've been really fortunate on the trades that I've done this week as to not really have a super duper bad one or anything like that. So, anyways, if you guys have any questions, comments, or anything like that, feel free to feel free to share or comment or what have you. Anyways, have a good weekend. I will see you guys on Monday.